Okay, Adidas, the Adispeed 500 limited edition 2023 in 14 ounce, made in Pakistan. This glove has, well, it's nice. I have the colorway that's gray and black. This glove is made with cowhide leather, which is the reason why I bought this glove opposed to the other ones that are probably more newer models, because they're made from, a PU leather, which is not exactly a real leather. So that's that. In terms of the foam, this is a multi-layer foam padding. All right. A little confusing because on the website it just says that it's a Cloud MVE foam, right? I know Cloud foam is essentially the foam that they use a lot on their shoes. That's an Adidas kind of specific Adidas foam. In terms of the MVE, I think it's just a multi-layer foam that they use that kind of just manages and disperses the force with each blow. I think that's kind of where they're going with that. Essentially, you'll see here they have the leather patch right there, designed in the United States right there, and you'll see that it's kind of like an embroidered piece that says only the best for the athlete. There you go. So that's pretty cool. It has a plastic cuff, kind of a different plastic cuff, not so much, that kind of, it feels different. It feels like a unique plastic cuff, something that I haven't felt before. The leather itself is pretty good quality. It feels like a leather you'd probably find on, just regular Pakistan gloves. I would say that this leather kind of reminds me of the Power Lock 2 leather, maybe even the OGs. They kind of have that same feel to me. In terms of the liner, you have what they call a quick dry liner, I believe. Essentially, it feels like on the sides here, on the portion of the sides, it's a tri-cotton. Here it seems like it's kind of a polyester. And it is definitely something that you don't sweat in. It's cool. It's very cooling. It's like a nice cooling liner. I appreciate that. I think a lot of the liners out there sometimes they're trying to get too comfortable and they get too sweaty. In terms of the laces, big fan of them. Nice, long, thick, very, very, very long laces. Appreciate that. The thumb, kind of a normal looking thumb. Not too big, not too small, right in the middle. I like that. The Adidas, I like the style of the glove, honestly. It's probably the reason why I bought it in the first place. So that's pretty cool. On top of that, we have a grip bar here. The grip bar is essentially a smaller grip bar, medium in density in terms of the foam. You have the air holes, 4 air holes up top in the finger compartment, and you have about 2 on the thumb. Let me check if it's the same on the other side. 4, and then 2 on the thumb. Yep. So in terms of the wrist protection, it's okay. Right now I feel like there's some foam here, some soft foam on the forward portion of the wrist. I feel like there's a lot more foam on this side, but it's on the back side, but it's very soft. So in terms of the wrist protection entirely, I think it's just very soft wrist protection. Once you put your hands in the glove, I think this is probably a really unique feel here. The first thing I notice is that it just feels like they molded this in a way that your hand is ridiculously comfortable. My fingers are kind of wedged in this nice space that they have here, like it looks like a secondary grip bar, it feels like, and it feels like it's also kind of being hugged by the foam on top. So my fingers itself, they feel like they're nestled in there. So I like that a lot. In terms of the breaking in, so this glove opens and closes just very easily, nothing wrong. The foam itself, I would say, is a medium to soft foam. It feels a little soft, but I wouldn't say it's crazy soft. And I would say that you still can't feel your knuckles too much. So I think that they did a good job in making a glove that kind of has a softer puncher's feel, but is very protective. Now, and what's impressive about this glove is essentially, you know, the pop. For a foam glove, it's not bad. So I like that a lot. I think that for a foam glove, they really did their job. And I think that they made a lot of cool advancements there that I think that is unique, because the foam itself feels kind of unique to me. It feels like it's a nice thick layer of foam, but it doesn't feel like it's too crazy. The shape of the glove is kind of outward, and as you can see, it's more tapered towards the wrist portion. But yeah, I think that the glove is it's nice and cool and comfortable. These are 14 ounce, so I wish I got them in 16, but they were sold out. In terms of the price of the glove, the number one thing I'd say is I don't know what Adidas is going through right now, but they have some killer deals. You know, at the end of the day, these gloves are about $109. And I know that the newer versions are probably like $119 or something in that realm. They're not made of, the newer ones are not made of actual leather, but I mean, in terms of this portion right here, which I'm not the biggest fan of, this plastic, the newer ones I think took care of that. I think this is the thing I don't like the most about the glove, is this wear and tear on the plastic. Also, this kind of tilt, it seems like a good idea, but the laces don't stay up there. The laces always end up dragging it way down to the middle here, and that's why you see the wear and tear here. So I guess those are my biggest gripes with the glove, but they're not humongous, because I still really enjoy these gloves. I think they're really good. I think they're really ultimately just a really good sparring glove, but I think these gloves really do feel good on the bags and on the mitts because of the unexpected pop you get from them. So I say it's a solid deal.